Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and welcome to my house. Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know what you wanna say. What's the plans of today? The time has changed. Keep the clothes on the
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of DCA Wildcats. This is D-Wall here with you on commentary for episode 206. We are on the road to Gateway to Heaven, and that includes getting to Death and Defiance coming up in just a few weeks. And in our main event tonight, a huge championship match as Marie Connor puts her Queens of Wrestling Solar Star Championship on the line against Bad Amy. Plus, we have two Gateway to Heaven qualifier matches to determine which women will enter that 8-woman ladder match for the right to challenge for the Wildcats title at Revelations 9. That is happening tonight as well. So a lot coming up for you here tonight. And we are glad you are here with us. Joining us for this episode is going to be a great show, as always. But tonight, we are kicking off the night with a match that's going to be a preview of the Wildcats Tag Team Championship match coming up at Death and Defiance, as one half of the Arcadia Bay Ass Kickers and Chloe Price will take on one half of the Wildcats Tag Team Champions and Ami Lyn to kick off tonight's episode. And we're getting into that match right now. These two teams have been at each other's throats for a number of weeks now. And at Death and Defiance, it will all finally come to a head. The Arcadia Bay Ass Kickers, former Wildcats Tag Team Champions, and a team who have challenged the DeWinter Sisters for the Queens of Wrestling Tag Team titles. And if there's any team that's been qualified for a while to get a shot at those tag titles, it would be the Ass Kickers. But tonight, Chloe can't focus on that. She's got to focus on what Ovana calls the new and improved Ami Lyn. And if you've seen her social media, you can understand why Ovana feels that way. And there she is. As you can see, this is a completely different Ami Lyn than the one we have seen in the past. I guess you can say the transformation is completed for Ami Lyn. One half of the Wildcats Tag Team Champions with her tag team partner, Betsy Chairshot. And those two will be defending those titles at Death and Defiance against Chloe and Max. And that should be very interesting to see how that match goes between those two teams. But tonight, like I said, just as Chloe can't worry about the DeWinter sisters, Ami Lyn can't look too far into the future either. She's got this big match right now to deal with. And if she's not careful, she'll end up getting beat before Death and Defiance, and that's something that I'm pretty sure she does not want. So you can see on her knee pads there, one logo representing the Looking Glass, the group with her, Selena Zeta, the Fever champion, and Ovana, the Wildcats champion, and then the Succubus Club, which is the entire collective, which includes her tag team championship partner Betsy Chairshot and the Goddess champion Trixie Decker, who we will see on episode 208. And speaking of Trixie Decker, if you saw social media, you saw that Trixie Decker had a meeting set up with the general manager of Wildcats, Lucinda Red Eye Fear, that took place before the show began. It was a closed door meeting. No cameras were allowed in the room. But I can give you the details of what that meeting was about and what took place during that meeting. As you see Chloe now, look at this. Chloe with a nice arm drag. And quickly going in for a cover. Only a 1 count. Is now, caught the drop kick and gets a kick in the midsection. Ami Lyn, former Wildcats champion in her own right, into the cover. Only a 1 count. Former Wildcats champion in her own right is Ami Lyn, so she has the credentials as well. Cover here. The ropes are in the way. Chloe's got to be a little bit more careful about that if she's going to get a victory here. It slams her head into the turnbuckle. And now, going after the arm of Ami Lyn, that might be smart. Going after her arm, trying to weaken her, trying to limit those strikes. Because Ami Lyn is known for her striking ability. Into the cover now, again off that heel kick. 2, no. Ami getting a little frustrated. That may not be the wisest thing when you're going in with a match with Chloe Price. But back to what I was saying is Ami Lyn giving Chloe a taste of her own medicine. But here is the details of that meeting. That big kick off the top, and Chloe having to retreat to the floor after a kick like that. I don't blame her. But here's the details of that meeting really quickly, folks. Lucinda basically gave Trixie Decker 3 different offers because of the fact that as of right now, Trixie does not have any challengers for her Goddess Championship. She feels like DCA's kind of given up on giving her challengers, but to be honest with you, it may not be the fact of the company giving up. It's just the fact that she's run through pretty much everyone in dominant fashion. No one has even come close to giving her an actual challenge for that Goddess title since she won it last year. It's now Chloe float over DDT. So here were the 3 options. The first option was that she could pick her own challenger for the Goddess title at Gateway to Heaven. She'd pick anybody she chooses for that. The second option was that she would just get immediate entry into the Gateway to Heaven ladder match because of her win-loss record, and she has not been beaten in a DCA setting, at least, maybe even VWU as a whole, since late April of 2022. And then the third option was that she would get an opportunity at the Wildcats Championship. And I can tell you, folks, that she took that third option. So, an insecurity by Ami Lyn. She took that third option. So, but here's the other kicker, though. She has also agreed to put her goddess title on the line as well. Only if Ovana retains at Death and Defiance. As now Ami Lyn, look at this. Oh! Curb stomped her face into the mat, and again Chloe having to retreat to the ropes. So basically, here's the deal, folks. Neck breaker. Cover here. 1, 2, no. Here's the deal, folks. At Gateway to Heaven, either Ovana or Eve Heron will be putting the Wildcats title on the line against Trixie Decker, who will be putting the Goddess title on the line. Someone is walking out of Gateway to Heaven with both championship belts. That is a huge Wildcats main event for Death and for Gateway to Heaven, excuse me. So Eve and Ovana are fighting for a lot more now in that Death and Defiance main event coming up. Cover here. 1, 2, no. They could be the first women to hold the Wildcats title and another championship in this company since Carmen Cortez did it a few years ago when she was the Wildcats and Fever champion. So they might be the second woman to hold 2 Wildcats belts at once here in this company, singles belts. So it's just a matter of who's going to be in that match, either Ovana or Eve. We'll find out at Death and Defiance. Here's a cover off that X Factor by Chloe, but only a 2 count. Chloe now, may have been taunting a little bit too much, thinking that Ami Lyn was down and out. But she clearly isn't. Leg drop over the ropes. And now, top rope. Look at this. Missile drop kick. And Ami Lyn right back in the driver's seat. That's what I'm talking about. Ami Lyn, former Wildcats champion. She is not someone to be taken lightly by any means. As you see here, going for a figure 4. Very nicely done. Very nicely executed by Ami Lyn, trying to wear down Chloe Price here. And now look at this. Chloe reversing the pressure. And it's Ami that had to feeling that now. As now, went for a drop kick. Ami just took a step back and gives her a kick right in the mouth. And that's what I'm talking about. Ami Lyn, one of the most talented women, singles or tag team. Used to have a very successful group before the Looking Glass. But we all know how that ended, and a lot of people still don't like how it ended, which is why what's happening at Redline with Haru and Sly is so celebrated. But we're not going to get into that right now. But Ami Lyn has seemingly moved on from her former group and has a new one that she's happy with now. As Chloe went for an elbow and she connects with it. I didn't think she'd get the distance, but she does. 1, 2, no. I thought that elbow to the spine would have been the end, but apparently not. Ami still in this fight. She's still got some left in the tank, but Chloe's going to give her a hell of a fight, that's for sure. As now, look at this. DDT, wheelbarrow DDT. Cover now, Ashley getting in position. Maybe not the position that the cameraman would have wanted, but only a 2 count. I think Ashley's with somebody, so that cameraman might get fired after tonight's show. But we're not going to get into that. Another forearm. Oh, wow. Into a Kappa kick. 1, 2, and Chloe having to get the ropes because she could not kick out. That's how devastating that was. And Ami Lyn signaling for the end. If she hits that last shot, it's all over. That has won her several matches in the past, and it could end up winning the match tonight if Chloe isn't careful. But just as a reminder, folks, our main event tonight, Bad Amy will be putting up a challenge against Marie Connor for the Solar Star Championship for Queens of Wrestling. That's going to be our main event tonight, as Marie Connor put out the challenge after who she believes is Bad Amy assaulted her a number of weeks back. Cover. 2. No. Marie Connor looking for revenge on Bad Amy. Bad Amy says that wasn't her that did those attacks. She's been repeatedly saying that it's not her. But after what happened on SWW, where we saw 2 Amys take out Cody Hale, I mean, who do you want to believe at this point? Who is the real Amy that we see running around these days? Who's the Amy that we're going to find, who's going to be in that match with Marie tonight? We don't know. Head scissors by Chloe. And I think that's what's gotten the locker room so up in arms here, is because, yeah, she says it's not her, and maybe it's not. But how do you explain that other Amy that's helping you? If that's the person that's been doing the attacks, then how does the locker room know that you weren't the one that commanded her to do those things? That's the big question here. That's what Amy hasn't been able to answer. And I think that's why the locker room has been so divided when Amy says that it hasn't been her. Maybe not directly, but indirectly, she hasn't answered that yet. Cover here. Lamaji Straw Cradle. 2. No. So there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered. And Ami Lyn could be in trouble here. Chloe Price now back up top, going for an elbow again, but this time Amy gets out of the way. And now Amy looking to capitalize. Look at this. Patella brainbuster. But Chloe's foot was right underneath the bottom rope. And Amy is not happy about that. She thought that was a 3 count. And she's dealing with Ashley now. And she is telling Ashley, you count, and you count right. But she doesn't see Chloe behind her. And an enziguri. Amy let her emotions cloud her judgment, and that's what cost her. Arcadia Bay Cutter. 2. It's over. Just like that. Amy thought she had the match won. Her emotions got in the way, and that's what cost her this matchup. And if that happens at Death and Defiance, we're going to see new Wildcats Tag Team Champions. Look at this. That was the turning point. Chloe's foot was underneath the ropes. And then that led to Ami Lyn being distracted. The Arcadia Bay Cutter. And that was all she wrote. And Chloe Price picks up the momentum for the Arcadia Bay Ass Kickers heading in to Death and Defiance. Wait a minute! Well, I thought we were gonna go to commercial, but apparently not, because Haley Jonas found Erica Blandelli right when she was entering the arena, and she's attacking her from behind. And this has to be because later tonight we were supposed to have Erica Blandelli and Keita Young in a contenders match, a possible contenders match for the Fever Championship. But Haley Jonas has made no bones about it. She says she's next in line, and she's going to take out anybody that gets in her way. She took out Morgan Raincroft at Redemption, and now she's taking out Erica, who just came back at Redemption. Actually, Haley Jonas took out Morgan on the Wildcats before Redemption. And then she took out, oh my goodness, then she took out, now she's taking out Erica, who confronted Selena Zeta at Redemption. She doesn't want anybody else to be the contender. And after that, Erica may not be in any condition to be a contender. Haley Jonas wants Selena Zeta. She wants the Fever title, and it doesn't matter who gets in her way. She wants that belt. And something's got to be done about this Fever title situation sooner rather than later. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We got some help from the back to look into Erica Blandelli, who got put through not one but two tables backstage by Haley Jonas, who has made no bones about it. She wants that opportunity to compete for the Fever title, and she figures that if she can get people like Morgan and Erica out of the way, that just clears the path for her to get to Selena. And Selena, of course, is still the Fever champion after beating Christy Montero at Redemption. And of course, Christy Montero and Destiny Williams will be renewing their rivalry in a Gateway to Heaven qualifier at Death and Defiance. But right now, Lexi Gates is making her way out to the ring for a qualifier match of her own. Former Wildcats tag team champion. The Hated Gates weren't technically pinned for those titles, because remember, Betsy and Amy won that in a four-way match at Chaotix, but they did not pin either Lexi or Rhiann for that. So in tag team competition, the Hated Gates are still probably the top team in the division, and they could go right back for those belts if they so choose. But right now, Lexi, a women's champion currently in her own right, looking to qualify for Gateway to Heaven, but she's going to have a tough task ahead of her against a woman who I'm sure would love nothing more than to get back toward the Wildcats title, and that is Faith Connors. Faith Connors, who challenged for the Wildcats title. The last time she challenged for that title, for as far back as I remember, was Revelation 6, when she was put in that match after Lyn initially won the ladder match, but gave her spot to Faith because she felt like Faith deserved it more than Lyn. Went into that match with Ovana and Destiny Williams at Revelation 6. And if it wasn't for someone taking Faith out of the match, Faith may have walked out of Revelations as the Wildcats champion. And she has not forgotten that. She's had setbacks, of course, Takina attacking her repeatedly, keeping her out of action for most of these last few seasons, and has not seemed to find her way back toward that top position. She got taken out by the Lotus Collective when she tried to cover a 1 count. She tried to help the principal with that issue, but now it seems like her mind is once again focused back on going after the Wildcats championship. A lot of people seem to believe that Faith should have been Wildcats champion by now, but that has not happened. And you got to think Faith is a little frustrated and disappointed about that she has not found her way back to the Wildcats title. But she has an opportunity here. Cover. A 1 count. Of course, it's going to be 7 other women in that ladder match besides whoever wins here. 8 women and 8 men will be in those separate ladder matches at Gateway to Heaven next month, and the winners will challenge for the Wildcats and World titles respectively at Revelations 9, our big Season 9 finale. And like I said on Takedown, I know a lot of people had it, there's been a lot of rumors about the 10th season possibly being the last one, but we'll see how things are feeling by the time the 10th season begins. Let's just put it that way. Leg drop by Faith. Faith off the ropes and a kick right to the face. Cover again. 1. Only 1 count. Faith's going to have to do a little bit more than that to put down Lexi Gates. Let's see, like I said, a current women's champion in her own right. Both Rianne and Lexi have been successful in singles and tag. So Lexi's been more than qualified to be in this qualifying match. Faith Connors also has an impressive record in her own right, though not as recently as Lexi. Cover. 1, 2, no. But that's why everyone in this qualifier field are going to have to earn their way in, except for one. There will be one mystery spot that will be opened up in that ladder match. We don't know who's going to be in it. Cover. 2, no. But there going to be 7 qualifier matches on the Wildcat side and 1 mystery entrant to be revealed at Death and Defiance. We don't know who that person will be, but it will be picked by Lucinda herself, who says that she will find a qualified entrant to be in that ladder match. Cover here. 1, 2, no. As now, look at this. Lexi running in. Went for the drop kick. Faith got out of the way. Faith now with a rolling elbow. And I don't think Lexi saw that one coming. There's a 2, almost a 3. Oh, went for a senton, doesn't connect. Lexi now in firm control once again. Lexi understanding the assignment here. Look at this. Look at the quickness of Lexi Gates with a clothesline. That's what I'm talking about. Lexi Gates, one of the most talented women on the roster. A woman who cannot be underestimated by any means. A lot of people might think that she's just a tag team specialist, that that's all she can do, that's all she is, but she's more than that. As you see right here with a Texas cloverleaf, Lexi Gates can definitely get it done. That's for sure, and she's showing it here tonight. She wants to prove to the world that she is not just a tag team wrestler. She can get it done on the mat. She can get it done in the air. But Faith now, look at this. Roll through and a drop kick. Faith now has to do something to get back in this thing. There's a Spanish fly into the cover. 1, 2, no. We also have another qualifier match coming up here in just a couple of minutes, as Annie Cortez will take on Ariel Bridges in a qualifier match for the Gateway to Heaven ladder match. Now look at this. Wow. Slamming her down. 1, 2. No. And you can see Faith barely got a shoulder up on that one. She was rocked. Uh-oh, what's Faith got here? Fireman's carry position. Into a roll through. And now into a moonsault. Springboard variation. And a swanton. Nice combination by Faith. 2. No. What a match we have here between these two women. Both women want to prove that they belong in the Gateway to Heaven ladder match. Such an important match in DCA history. There's another Spanish fly. This time from Brett's rope. The most dangerous rope. God bless you, Annie Mac. Only a 2 though. Faith running in. And for it. Oh my goodness. Went for a clothesline and got nothing but the mat. And now look at this Dragon Sleeper. The Dragon Sleeper locked in, but Faith getting her way out of it. Faith has been able to fight through everything so far, but Lexi just keeps on coming. And now top rope, Lexi, no. Look at this. Off the ropes, went for the PK, and gets some double foot stomp 2. Cover. 1, 2, no. And you can see the frustration in Lexi's face, in her eyes. She does not understand how Faith can keep fighting, but if you've known Faith for a long, long time, you know it's going to take a lot more to put her away. And Lexi Lexi better start realizing that, and realizing it soon, or she's going to lose. Right hand. Now, look at this. Got the legs hooked. 1. Hurricane Rana pin, though. And now Faith. Look at this. From behind. Drops her. cover. Elevated reverse DDT. 2. No. Again, both women showing that they deserve to be in this match and deserve an opportunity at the ladder match. Off the ropes. What a knee! And an elbow drop. As now Lexi, Faith running in, doesn't realize what Lexi has planned. Big little elbow drop. And now look at this. Oh! Faith got out of the way. And that could have been disastrous. Faith now trying to strike her, but she's obviously very, very disoriented. Probably sees about 2 or 3 Lexis at this point. Especially after she's been rocked so many times in this match. Lexi now going up top. Faith struggling to stand. And out. The double axe handle doesn't connect. Faith now from behind. Russian leg sweep. And now just laying in the right hands. Faith trying to be a little bit more aggressive here. I think she's got to do that if she's going to go for someone like Lexi. Big knee. And a swanton again. And now Faith going up top. What's she looking to do here? Faith. Big elbow. From the top. 2. No, that was close. That was close. And Lexi feeling it now, understandably. Faith now running in. Look at this. Tornado DDT. Trying to keep the pressure on Lexi. 2. Oh, 2 3/4 this time. And Lexi has no clue. Well, I was going to say she has no clue where she is, but after getting away from that knee, she gets a patented guillotine choke locked in. And she has won so many matches with this. That guillotine. And Faith is nowhere near the ropes. Nowhere to go. But Faith, look at this. Using her strength and getting her way out of it. Slamming her down to the mat. But again, Lexi just continuing to keep going. More strikes. Trying to make sure Faith doesn't get back up. There's a drop kick. And she's going to tell Faith to get to the tip with another drop kick. And Faith now retreating to the ropes, seeing that Lexi was about to do some kind of dive. And Faith, that gave her a bit of time. There's a kick. Springboard kick to the face. And now, oh, big elbow. And a kick to the midsection. Faith just keeping the pressure on her. She's got to do that if she's going to get the win here tonight. Big forearm again. But again, Lexi just continues to try and mount some kind of offensive comeback, but it's not working. Because Faith just continues to fight. And now Faith, look at this. Springboard moonsault against nothing but the mat. And now, wait a minute. O'Connor roll. 1, 2. No, Faith reverses it. Lexi trying to grab for the ropes and can't do it. Schoolgirl. 1, 2. No. Both of these women going back and forth right now. And now, Faith waiting for Lexi to get up. Lexi's up. Went for the roll, but gets nothing. Lexi off the ropes. Lexi with a famouser. Running famouser by Lexi. 2. And again, Faith kicks out. And you can see Lexi getting more and more frustrated as the minutes go on here. She thought that was it. She wants it to be it. But apparently, Faith just wants to keep going. And again, if you know Faith's history, you know it's going to take a lot more than that to keep her down if she's still breathing. And Lexi with a barrel roll, a tope, if you will, over the ropes. Do a barrel roll, please. God bless you, Eddie Mack. And Lexi now is in the driver's seat here. Off the ropes, went for a drop kick, and Faith just took her knees and slammed her as hard as she could into the mat. Swiped her. Went for a double axe handle. Lexi got out of the way. Lexi now. What's Lexi doing here? She's lining her up for something. Went for the PK, but Faith got out of the way. Faith got out of the way of that chop, but not that chop. And another one. Went for a third one. Faith got out of the way. Faith now going to feed some strikes of her own. Into a jawbreaker. That finally brought Lexi down, and Lexi now retreating to the ropes. Kick to the head. This has been a back and forth match here as Faith now, oh no. Faith got caught by Lexi into a powerbomb on the outside. And that might be the turning point here as Lexi now with a moonsault off the apron. Lexi has shown here tonight that she is just as capable as a main eventer than Faith here tonight. Went for the drop kick and Faith again gets out of the way. That's the second time that drop kick has been countered by Faith. And Faith retreating to the corner. Lexi feeling like she's in firm control, and maybe she is. Oh, went for something. Went for that kick. Faith now, kick of her own. And now look at this. Whisper in the wind now. And the moonsault doesn't connect. Faith now in trouble. Lexi again on the apron. Lexi now with the drop kick, and this time she caught her right in the mouth. But you could tell that did some damage to Lexi as well. She couldn't immediately capitalize on that drop kick. As now it's this Tombstone Gutbuster. Tombstone Gutbuster, but Faith's hand was underneath the ropes. And again, the official in the line of fire here tonight. That's the second time that a wrestler has been upset with the referee because of a rope break. But at some point, they're going to have to look at themselves in the mirror because it's their fault they're getting these pinfalls too close to the ropes. There's a backslide, and a 2.5 count. And now Faith keeping the pressure on. Lamaji Straw. 1, 2, no. Chop. Kick. Another kick. I went for the knee. Forearm. And a kick sending Lexi into the middle rope. And now what is Faith doing here? Neck breaker on the middle rope. Faith now, oh. Lexi was running in, but Faith caught her. Faith now for the knee. Elbow. Right hand. Elbow to the back. Elbow from behind, excuse me. Went for the, oh, wait a minute. Caught her! Caught her with the poison rana. I think Lexi was going for one of her own, but she couldn't connect, and Faith immediately jumped on her. Uh-oh, wait a minute. And I think I can call this a Glass City plunge. To be more technical about it, but you know. Faith now lifting her up and slamming her down. Now can Faith finish her? Going up top. And went for Mirror's Edge. But Lexi got out of the way. And now Lexi giving her a taste of her own medicine, this time hooking the leg though. 1, 2, no. That could have been a 3, but it was not. And Lexi now off the ropes. There's the poison rana she was looking for. And now, look at this. Lexi went for the moonsault and got nothing but the mat. Faith now quickly up top. Lexi doesn't know where she is. Oh, Lexi caught her with a power bomb. And now Lexi going to the outside. What's Faith doing here? Faith now trying to run in and got caught. Sweet. And the elbow drop. And Faith now once again trying to retreat. But Lexi's not having it. And Lexi now up top. Lexi going for the moonsault, but Faith, oh, never mind. I thought Faith was gonna be able to move out of the way. And Faith now in trouble. Lexi, frog splash, got nothing. And Lexi's out. And Faith realizing it. Lexi trying to move out of the way, but gets into the mirror's edge. Runs right into mirror's edge and it's over. That was perfectly timed by Faith right there. She rolled right into mirror's edge. And I don't think Lexi even realized that she did it. I don't think she realized just where she was. But right there, she rolled right over, and before she even knew it, she was in the mirror's edge and it was all over. And Faith Connors is now the first entrant into the women's Wildcats Gateway to Heaven ladder match, and she could be going right back toward the Wildcats title once again.
Why leave anything on your front lawn, under your porch, on the side of the highway where you can store all that stuff my way, down here at Jones Big Ass Truck Rental and Car Storage? I don't think y'all understand me when I tell you I stole anything. What's in this box? I don't know. It's not my business. Briefcase full of fake money. Not my business. This fan used to oscillate. It don't oscillate no more. Oscillated, all gone, right here at Jones Big Ass Warehouse and Storage Facility Truck Rental. Your mother-in-law kind of skinny. I can fold her up, put her on my back on a bicycle, and bring her down on this motorcycle. Come on down here and bring all you got that you don't want. PVC valve, bees, fleas, CDs from your failed speed metal band. Somebody left a cone. You knew damn well when you dropped that CD, nobody gonna want to buy it. And put it right here in this here building for the low, low price of $10.99 a month. You can't beat that. Hell, you can't feed a kid in Africa for that. You can't stop me. I can only be contained. Nobody can slow me down. Storing shit all over the place. Don't matter to me. I don't give a damn what it is. Bring it on. Go ahead and give me a call or find me on them internets at www.jonesbigasstruckrentalstorage.com. That's JONES bigasstruckrentalstorage.com. Rebound. Watch out. No post. Not only is this a bus, but this is a bus that a friend of mine escaped from prison in.
Nova, let's be honest. You winning was an absolute fluke. Quite honestly, I don't even know how it happened, but congratulations. You've pissed me off. Come death and defiance, you're just as good as dead. You know the blood parade isn't just a catchphrase for me. It's sending my opponents into hell. Into a pool of their own blood, and I swear on everything, Nova. You're gonna be joining real soon. That's why I challenge you to a no DQ match. The Rising Star Championship will be mine.
Well, Heather Ray making no bones about it. She wants Novocaine. And I mean, that match was already official for Death and Defiance because of how great the match was, their last match. But now Heather is up in the ante. She wants it to be a no disqualification match. I mean, we already got one of those at Death and Defiance between Suzuka and Miyako. I guess now it's up to Heather's opponent, the Rising Star champion Novocaine, to accept that stipulation if she wants it. But right now we are getting into our next matchup. Another Gateway to Heaven qualifier match, as I told you before, as the Queens of Wrestling Soul Silver champion Annie Cortez makes her way out to the ring. Annie has held that Soul Silver championship since she won it back at Prestige when she beat Carmelita Fox for that title. And she is anxiously awaiting who she will be challenged by next for that championship. Of course, Queens of Wrestling is coming up very soon. Queens of Wrestling 7. And if she's still the Soul Silver champion by that point, she's going to be defending that title on that show. But she can't focus on that right now. She's got an opportunity, a golden opportunity, to enter the Gateway to Heaven ladder match where she could have a shot at becoming the Wildcats champion. She's already had one title opportunity for it back at Chaotix. But now she's going to have another opportunity if she wins this qualifying match tonight. But the woman she's facing here tonight, I'm sure would love nothing more than to get into that ladder match. And I'm sure if she does get in that ladder match, if she does win this match, she's going to be hoping and praying that Ovana's the one that she beats if she wins the ladder match. This is Ariel Bridges. And Ariel has had issues with the Looking Glass for several months, ever since she debuted. The reason she debuted, not only because of the principal, but she debuted solely because of the Looking Glass. And like I said, if Ariel wins this match and she goes on and potentially, if she wins the Gateway to Heaven ladder match, I'm sure she'd love nothing more than to have the honor, in her words, in her mind, of beating Ovana Morgan for that belt at Revelations 9. But it's a long, long way from there. It all starts right here and right now. Both of these women, obviously, with ambitions on their own right, reasons for why they want to be in the ladder match, as every other woman who are going to be in qualifier matches are going to be doing here. Question is, whose ambition is stronger? Whose ambition will win out here tonight? We're about to find out. And you got to think, if Ariel wins this match, not only will she be in the ladder match, wait a minute, cover here off that kick, one, no. Not only will she be in the ladder match, but you got to think that she could find herself a contender for the Soul Silver Championship, because she beat the champion. You beat the champion, you get right in the front of the line. So, Annie's got to be extra careful here tonight that she doesn't end up slipping. Annie again gets caught with a kick. Ariel off the ropes, drop kick. Quickly into another cover. One, no. Annie's been on the back foot a little bit here in this match, but at the same time, it's going to take a lot more to put Annie Cortez down. She's been through a lot more than this in her career. Annie now fighting back, as I said. Annie now with a kick. And now Annie taking a page out of Reiko's book. Sunrise suplex, only a 1 count. And again, this is where that experience comes into play here for Annie. Annie has been to the top of the mountain in UWL. Former Charge World Champion. She knows exactly how to get the job done. She knows exactly how to be a top player. Ariel has not been there yet. She has not been at that level in terms of main event status, but you know, one day she wants to get to that point. And if she wins here tonight, if she gets into the ladder match, she'll be one step closer. But again, it's easier said than done when you're going up against someone like Annie. And now look at this. It's trying to slow Annie down. Both of these women are high flyers. They're going to want to fly around the ring. They're going to want to try and speed things up. And Ariel doing the smart thing, trying to slow this down a little bit. Cover. 2, no. And Ariel can't get frustrated. She has to understand it's going to take a lot more to put Annie away. I'm pretty sure she knows that. But it's easy for me to say sitting up here when they're down there in the heat of battle. 2 count. Now Annie, look at this, off the ropes, went for a moonsault. Lands on her feet though. Ariel now off the ropes. Ariel with a crossbody. I don't know if she got all of it, but she got maybe enough to keep her down for a little while. But again, Annie just continuing to keep fighting on here in this matchup. You can't expect this to go any other way but these two women beating the hell out of each other for an opportunity at the Wildcats title shot. That's what this Gateway to Heaven ladder match means. It has propelled so many women's careers in this company. As now Ariel, Ariel with a suicide dive. This Gateway to Heaven ladder match has propelled so many women's careers in the past. You think of Morgan Raincroft, you think of Carmen Cortez. So many others that I can name, that I could name out of the numerous Gateway to Heaven ladder matches. We've had Vanessa Price made her career in the ladder match. Cover. 2. No. So you got to think which one of the 8 women that's going to be in that ladder match will make their name. We're going to find out. As now Annie running back in, but gets caught with a swinging neck breaker. Now Ariel up top. Ariel went for something there, a corkscrew, but gets nothing because Annie swatted her out of midair. And now Annie with an uppercut. Now look at this, Annie just dribbling her face into the mat like a basketball. Cover. 1, 2, no. Again, that's what this ladder match means to so many people in that locker room. If you get an opportunity, if you get chosen to be even in a qualifying match, that says a lot about your standing in DCA. That says a lot about what the management thinks of you to be in contention for that ladder match. There's the arm drag. I think that's what she was trying for earlier. As now Ariel goes in for a cover. 1, 2, no. All right then. But anyway, as I was saying, it takes a lot, management has to think highly of you to put you in a qualifier match, especially with Gateway to Heaven. Such an important match as Annie with a crossbody. Didn't get all of it. but she might have got enough of it to keep the advantage at least, and that's probably some good luck on her part. You got to think about last year's winner of the Gateway to Heaven ladder match, Ellie Rose. And speaking of Ellie Rose, she was supposed to be here to give an update on her condition, but she was not able to make it to the arena tonight. So I'll be giving an update on her behalf as that moonsault quickly into a cover. 2, no. I will be giving that update on her behalf. Apologies that she could not make it. But Ellie Rose should be returning to action at least by Death and Defiance, so we will know her future at that show and where she wants to lead heading into Revelations. As far as I know, right now she has not been factored into a Gateway to Heaven qualifier, and she doesn't have a rematch for the Wildcats title because there are no automatic rematches in DCA. So question is, what's she going to be doing next? We'll find out very soon, folks. Is the Annie up top? Annie looking for Phantom Fantasia, but Ariel got out of the way. If she had hit that, it would have been all over. Code Red. 1, 2. Wait a minute, no. Annie reverses it. 2, no. I forgot to get Wayne here because I know Ariel likes to have all these cat variations for her moves. So I know I'm going to get some of them wrong, and I know he's going to chew me out for it later. Cover now off the standing shooting star, only a 2. But Gateway to Heaven is looking to be one of the biggest nights, and I've said that every single season, every single event I have said this for this 9th season, but this is looking to be one of the biggest cards in DCA history at Gateway to Heaven. Went for a foot stomp. Ariel got out of the way. Ariel with a spinning wheel kick. And now a bull cat locked it in and got her. See, I got that right, Wayne. Look at that. I'm learning. Off the ropes. And a running flatliner. We already know at Gateway to Heaven, the 2 Gateway to Heaven ladder matches, obviously. Dragon suplex with a German bridge. 1, 2, no. We know that Beatrix Decker will be putting her goddess title on the line against whoever the Wildcats champion is, who will be putting her title on the line, either Ovana or Eve Heron, after Death and Defiance. Now, we know from Takedown that cover 2, no, that Travis Touchdown will face Charles Schultz. Whether that's for the Celestial title or not will be determined after Takedown 200, when Charles puts the belt on the line against Tomas Ramirez. And we found out earlier that Danny Rojas, Lauren Richfield, and Michiko Melandro will be in a 6-woman tag team match coming up at Gateway to Heaven. It will be a 6-woman tag against Ariane Sophie Jones and 2 partners of her choice. And that's coming up at Gateway to Heaven. Those are the matches we can confirm so far, as Ariel now off the ropes and drops her with a tope over the top rope. And these fans are loving it, and I don't blame them. That's what the Gateway to Heaven ladder match is all about. Ariel now off the ropes with a Hurricane Rana. And now going up top. What's she looking for here? Went for the 630 and got nothing. And And he caught her. Full body exam locked in. And this could be it right here. Ariel's got nowhere to go. She can't reach the ropes. And Annie's got her locked in and stretched out. Something she's used to. But wait a minute. Ariel punching her right between the eyes, right in the nose, it looked like. I mean, I know Annie usually likes getting it in the face when she's getting stretched out, but not like that. Not by Ariel. That's for damn sure. As now Ariel, what's she going for here? Oh, no. What is this? A ball kick from the middle rope. That could be it. 2. No. That was close, and Ariel knows it. And he got out of the way. That could be the opening she needs. And then Shining Wizard. And Ariel has not moved. And that could be the opening. Wait a minute, she's starting to stir now. And he up top with a double axe handle. They got nothing but a shot to the gut for her trouble. And now Ariel is looking to find a way to get some advantage back in her favor here. And she's got to do this now if she's going to have any opportunity. But Annie blocked that. Double axe handle, overshot it. Ariel gets an elbow from Annie. Annie now, look at this. Jackknife pin. 1, 2, no. What a match we are seeing here tonight. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Oh. Annie now. What is she doing here? Ariel is on the outside of the ring. And now a dragon run onto the floor. And these fans are coming unglued right now because they have been seeing some great action here tonight on Wildcats. Annie now went for the knee. Ariel just took a step back. And now Ariel with a bridge. That's ironic, but it doesn't get her a 3. Bridges with the bridge doesn't get a 3 count. That's got to be unfortunate. And now Annie's dealing with the X Factor. She's not getting everything she ever wanted, though. And she wishes she could take that back. And Annie is definitely looking at her like that. That's for damn sure. Annie from behind. Jackknife. 1, 2. No, again another 2 count. Look at this. Went for something, but Ariel gets her a knee. Ariel now, what's she thinking here? She's got to do something and do it quickly. Ariel, tornado DDT, stands her up right on the top of her head. But ropes. The theme of the night is ropes, folks. The theme of the night, rope breaks. The theme of the night, get your damn opponent away from the ropes. Up top, axe handle doesn't connect. Ariel now in trouble. Ariel caught the knee. Insecurity, no. Annie went for something. Ariel gives her a forearm. Kick right to the head. Ariel in control now, but she can't waste time. Forearm, no. And now, went for something in the corner. Ariel got out of the way. Ariel now. Ariel. Off the ropes. Chops him with the Tiger Feint kick that I'm pretty sure has a cat themed name, but I can't think of it at the moment, and Wayne's going to kill me for it. What's she thinking here? Ariel now. What's she looking for? She's got to put Annie away while she has the opportunity. Whirlpool breaker connects. The cover, 2. No! She might have taken a little bit too much time. And that might have cost her. Ariel, again keeping Annie down. And another one, another lariat. Annie rolling to the floor. Ariel now went for something and Annie got out of the way. But Annie's still dazed, obviously. So Ariel still has room to attack, but Annie got out of the way of that. Right hand knee, another one. Ariel now, Insiguri missed. Annie kicked to the midsection, or the knee, excuse me. And there's the sweet spot. Sweet spot hits, but only a 2 count. And Annie can't believe it. Wait a minute. Ariel hooks the legs. 1, 2. No, that was close. Drop kick, no. Annie, knee, no. Forearm, spins Annie around. Annie now elbow. Caught her out of nowhere. Oh, she's looking for another one. She hits another one. But Ariel's trying to get right back up. So Annie, I think, is going to put her right back down. Another sweet spot. 3 in a row. 2, 3. What a match between these two. These two put it all out there, and at the end of the day, Annie was just a little bit more resilient than Ariel and was able to lock that sweet spot in and get the 3 count. And Annie Cortez is now going to Gateway to Heaven, joining Faith Connors in that ladder match. What a win for the Soul Silver champion here tonight on Wildcats.
We cannot change the past, but we can start today to make a better tomorrow.
And it seems like the challenge has been accepted. It will be Heather Ray challenging Nova Kane in a no disqualification match for the Rising Star Championship at Death and Defiance. That is a huge matchup for that show that's coming up in just a few weeks' time.
3, 2, 1.
But right now, it is time for our massive main event. As you see right there, Bad Amy is back in the ring in DCA. And she has been the subject of one of the biggest stories here on Wildcats in the last few months. Because if you recall, back at the beginning of the season, a masked woman with horns started appearing up front of people, and a lot of people didn't know who she was. We haven't seen that horned masked figure in a while. But then it turned into someone who Amy believes has been portraying her for months, attacking people. And Amy has insisted it's not her. But here's the kicker, folks. If you saw the final episode of Season 1 of SWW Adrenaline, there was an Amy that confronted a Cody Hale in the locker room or in the backstage area after she was, attacked. Led all the way to the parking lot. Everyone thought that Cody was attacking Bad Amy. But then the actual Bad Amy came through with a car and hit Cody Hale with it. So there's been two Amys this entire time. Amy, though, has still insisted that she was not the one that's been doing the attack. So you have to probably put two and two together at that point and say, well, wait a minute, maybe it's been this other Amy then. So, but that brings up two other questions. One, who is this other Amy? And two, if it has been this other Amy that's been attacking everyone from behind, how do we know that Amy herself has not been the one who's been telling this other Amy to attack people? She hasn't denied that, but that's just what the locker room has been gossiping over. That's not something that I have anything to do with. I'm just relaying what the locker room has been saying about this entire situation. And Marie Connor is one of the women who has been firm in the fact that she believes it's Amy who's been doing all this these last few months, and she was the victim of one of these attacks. And that is why she wanted this match with Amy and was willing to put her title on the line for it, because she is technically supposed to be defending her belt at any and all times. And that's the condition of that championship. You defend it under a certain time, or you lose that title, because we're not going to have championship belts just sitting on people's laps for years and not having them defend it, or only having them defend it at the special event and they just hold it around like a trophy and don't defend it, like in other organizations in virtual wrestling that I've seen. But here we go. This is the main event. As Marie Connor is going right after Amy right now. Quick cover. Amy in trouble already. And now look at this. Marie Connor, Iron Wrestler technical, going right for the technical with this submission hold on Bad Amy right away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of Wildcats episode 206. It is Bad Amy challenging Marie Connor for the Queens of Wrestling Solar Star Championship. And Amy could walk out of here tonight with a championship belt. She said on numerous occasions that that is her goal here in DCA, is to win a championship. The last time she challenged for a title was that brutal, violent death match that she had with Trixie Decker back at Proving Ground 9, and that's why it's been so long. Well, that and the fact that she's in like 10 other different organizations. The reason why she's not been in the ring in DCA up until this point. But Bad Amy has made no bones about it. She wants to be a champion here in DCA. That is one of her goals, and has been since she came into DCA. And she has not yet fulfilled that promise, but she wants to get there. And Marie Connor is wanting to stop her before it even starts. And you got to think it's got to kind of burn her up inside a little bit that title for title match at Gateway to Heaven is made official, and that she isn't going into that match as the Goddess Champion, but it's Beatrix Decker instead. But she has not made any excuses about it. She got beat straight up by Beatrix. I mean, hell, half the roster's been beaten up by Beatrix at this point. I mean, why do you think there's a title for title match going on anyway? Because there hasn't really been anybody else that can beat Beatrix. And really, if she beats either Ovana or Eve Heron at Gateway to Heaven, that just cements Beatrix as perhaps the greatest Wildcat ever. And the most dominant at that. As Marie now with a muscle buster onto Amy. And that could be it. 1, 2, no. Amy has been on the back foot for a good chunk of this match so far. Marie Connor Marie knows her assignment here tonight. She is not wasting any time at all. She wants to make certain that Amy understands, but Amy's not going to let her have any. 2, no. Amy wants to make sure that there's a message sent on her own right. Amy now with a forearm over the ropes. Amy firmly believes that she has done nothing wrong in this situation. And maybe she hasn't. Maybe she hasn't done anything wrong, but that other Amy came from somewhere, and she's apparently following the real Amy around. So there's some questions there that Amy herself needs to answer sooner rather than later. Because like I said, let's give her the benefit of the doubt for a second here and say that she hasn't been the one doing these attacks. But if this other Amy is the one that's been doing them, why is she following the real Amy around? Why did she help the real Amy attack Cody Hale at SWW Adrenaline? And if that's the case, has she been helping Amy in DCA? That's where these questions come in, and that's what Amy needs to answer to the locker room. 1, 2, no. I mean, we saw at the end of Redemption, the end of the Reiko Hinamoto and Sakura Hagiwara match, that Amy showed up again until God's Song made their arrival. One of the members being Kenzie Cray, who we have not seen in virtual wrestling in years. And she's popped up in DCA. Someone else I never thought I'd ever seen in a DCA ring. 2, no. And if you don't know who Kenzie Cray is, look up Three Lions Wrestling for anybody that remembers that. She was a dominant Lioness champion over there. And she went away for a few years, but she's back, and she's apparently in DCA with this group known as God's Song. And if that's the case, that is a dangerous proposition for anyone here on Wildcats, because Kenzie Cray could easily go after any championship she wants and win it without a second thought if she chose to. That's how dangerous this woman is. As now you see Marie Connor with a figure 4 locked in. And now look at this. Bridging up into the figure 8. A figure 8 by Marie. And that could take away Ami's KYS. And that's why she knows she had to get out of that quickly. That was a guaranteed ender for that KYS if she kept in any longer. That could have been a match ender, to be more specific. Oh, right on the back of her head. This has been a smart strategy by Marie Connor throughout this match, though. She has kept on Ami. She has not allowed Ami to have any breathing room. She's not allowed Ami to get her win back. She's just continued the pressure on her because she knows that if she keeps the pressure on Ami, Ami does not have any idea where she is, no advantage to take. Uh-oh. Well, I may have spoken a little bit too soon. Choke slamming out of the powerbomb position. Only a 2 count, though. This is Bad Ami we're talking about here. The longest reigning champion of any kind in SWW history with that women's championship. The cover. 2. No. A woman who has taken Akira Yukimura to the limit several times. And a lot of controversy surrounding those two and their relationship, that's for sure, if you've been keeping up with it here and SWW. But Marie has been working on that knee the entire match, and that is a smart strategy because you take out the KYS if you keep up with those knees. And that is exactly what Marie Connor is looking to do. She knows how dangerous Ami is and does not want to get caught with that killed by Ami by any means. I kept calling the KYS. That's I think that's no, that's I'm thinking of Osaka here. But regardless, that knee is dangerous. As you see right there, Ami's knees are very, very deadly. She hits you, you feel it. And you're gonna be feeling it for a while. Ami, my goodness! What a sequence! Ending with that mushroom stomp, and it almost ended the match. That is how dangerous Bad Ami is, and if you don't understand that yet, I don't know what's wrong with you. You better get your hearing and your eyes checked if you're not seeing what I'm seeing right now. Is now Ami, look at this. What's she looking for here? Oh, wait a minute. Gets caught with a back forearm. Cover. 2. No. And again, you see Marie Connor continuing to keep the pressure on Ami. That is something that a lot of Ami's opponents have not really been able to do, is keep the pressure on Ami and keep her grounded, keep her on her toes. Ami now off the ropes. What's she looking for here? Marie with a drop toe hold. Once again, working on those knees. She has not let up on those knees by any means. Now sending to the outside. And Ami does not know where she is, but she's got the champion's advantage out here, and Marie knows that. She knows that she can't win the championship on the outside, and Ami again catching her out of that and setting her up on the top. What's she looking for here? Uh-oh, wait a minute. What's she looking for here? She's looking for a superplex, the most overused move in virtual wrestling, into a Falcon Arrow. She did the deal, but she should have known better than to hook the leg because everybody kicks out of the deal. She should have known better. Despite what Zahaya might tell you, everyone kicks out of the deal. Now top rope. What's she looking for here? There's that senton she was looking for. 2. No. I think Marie finally has got something going here. Or at least she better hope so. Kick to the knee again. And Marie has got to find a way to keep her down for good. I'm talking about for good. Because if she doesn't, Amy's going to walk out with her championship. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Again, Amy is not one to be intimidated. She's not one to be, frustrated about a lot. And it's going to take a lot to keep her down. 2. Again, there's a 2. Now Amy again gets caught with a power bomb. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time she's been caught with a power bomb in this match. Double foot stomp. Amy got right up. And look at this combination by Bad Amy. Cover. 2. No. What a match we are seeing here to close out Wildcats here tonight. And our next episode's going to be just as big as now. Marie with a power slam, reverse power slam. Cover. 1, 2, and no. Our next show's going to be just as big, folks. If I can tell you about it real quick, we're going to have 2 more Gateway to Heaven qualifier matches, and there are big qualifier matches as well. As on the next episode, Rianne Starr is going to go one-on-one with the debuting Adriana Jaden. Gravity's champion will be making her debut on the next episode in a Gateway to Heaven qualifying matchup. Also, the Privileged Generation and No More Heroes in a tag team match. Both teams making their returns, if you think about it. Leg drop by Amy into the cover. 1, 2, no. Also, we're going to have a preview of that upcoming Rising Star tournament that we're going to be setting up. As of right now, it's 8 women tournament. Raven Sarian, Maxine Rose, Sarah Miller, and CJU. And if you know who CJU is, then you know. But Sarah and CJU will be making their DCA debuts, in-ring debuts on that episode, on the next episode. And also Madison Starr and Sin in a Gateway to Heaven qualifying match that's taking place next episode of Wildcats. And also Death and Defiance coming up in just a few weeks. I already announced some of the matches, but I can go ahead and tell you them now. Once again, in case you forgot, Christy Montero and Destiny Williams in a Gateway to Heaven qualifier. A Wildcats tag title match. Ami Lyn and Betsy Chairshot against the Arcadia Bay Ass Kickers. No disqualification. Nova Kane defends the Rising Star title against Heather Ray. As you see, a brainbuster by Bad Amy on the top turnbuckle. And there's a guillotine leg drop. Speaking of Nova Kane. 1, 2, 3. No, only a 2. Only a 2 count. We're going to see another no disqualification match as Miyako Yukimura faces Suzuka of the Lotus Collective. And of course, the main event, Ovana Morgan puts the Wildcats title on the line against the pretty little psycho Eve Heron. And the winner of that match will defend the title in a title for title match against Beatrix Decker at Gateway to Heaven. The cover by Ami. No. So Wildcats has got some big stuff going down. Coming up in the next couple of weeks as Marie runs out of the way of that double foot stomp. And there's the heel hook. Rolling heel hook by Marie Connor, and this could be it. We could be seeing we could be seeing Marie retaining her Solar Star title right here. And you see here, she has locked that in pretty tight. Trying to limit that KYS like I said earlier, but you see her, look at her, she can't even get back up to her feet. That knee is compromised now, and Marie Connor knows it, and she is going right after it. This has been a smart strategy by Iron Wrestler Technical here tonight. She has limited Ami's ability to finish this match, and that may be the linchpin she needs to retain her championship. And now, right hand, no, Ami trying to get some momentum back, but that knee, she can barely put any weight on it at this point. And Marie understands that, but you know Bad Ami ain't going to quit. If she's still breathing, she's not going to quit. Ami now, look at this. Oh, you see her slow down, and Marie took advantage of that. Slow down, no. You saw her, she had momentum, but that slowdown, that cost her right there. And it's all a disadvantage of that bad left leg. That Ami, oh, wait a minute. Ami lining her up and kicks her head off. Kill, Ami, kill. Right to the head, but Ami can't get three. And that might have been because she didn't have as much speed and as much force as she would have liked because of that bad leg. But she's still trying to press forward. Double foot stomp after the PK. 2? No. What a match we are having here tonight. Again, DCA on this rapid blitz here on the road to Revelations 9. You're going to be seeing more of this coming up. 2-0. So if you haven't yet, please leave a like on this video and tell your friends to subscribe and hit the bell so they know when videos go up. And they won't miss a bit of this action because it has been off the hook, folks. We have been on our best run, in my opinion, that we've been in a very, very long time. Oh my goodness! Another mushroom stomp, and Ami looking to finish off Marie right now. But again, that leg is slowing her down, and Ami has to realize that. Oh, another drop toe hold again on that leg. Went for the senton by Ami, rolling out of the ring, but that might have been on instinct alone at this point. That might have been on instinct because I don't think Ami can really do much of anything right now. She's trying, but Marie has had a perfect strategy. Oh, Ami stopped. Oh my goodness. Ami stopped short, and that right there was a few seconds that she needed. Ami, oh, did you see that slowdown? But it didn't stop her from that pump kick, though. She cannot run as fast as she would have, as she likes to, and that little bit of slowdown has cost her here in this match. Marie rolling out of the way. Marie, oh, missing that lariat. And now, Ami, look at this. Spins around and drops her on her right knee. The good knee. And that was smart. And now, shot to the midsection. Right hand. Marie again, just continuing to put the pressure on Ami. Oh. Ami getting out of the way of that. Ami now with the double foot stomp again. that has been the ace in the hole here. And now, went for it again. Marie swatted her out of midair. Chop, no. Marie again went for the kick. Got an elbow to the knee. Knee to the midsection. Right hand. Gets a right hand. Shot to the gut. Both women going back and forth right now. This is for the Solar Star Championship. And now Marie, look at this. Roll through Boston Crab on that leg. And Ami is not near the ropes. Referee in perfect position to see if her hand is under that rope. But she's in so much pain. She's blinded by the pain. I don't think she knows where she is right now. And Ami is in trouble. Marie could be one step closer to retaining that championship. One step closer to putting Bad Ami away. She's been in this hole for quite a while. And Ami has got to find a way out of it, or she's not going to be walking out of here, win or lose. Marie has still got that half Boston Crab locked in tight. But Ami finally able to kick her way free. But how much damage was done to that left leg? Wait a minute. Ami, look at that, she slipped. You saw her right there, she slipped. That leg gave out, and Marie Connor took advantage. And I think she might have hit the senton on that leg. Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty close. But you saw her, that leg gave out. Ami, she can't rely on that KYS, I don't think. Because she went for that move and she completely just slipped, and it wasn't even a slip. It was more like her leg just gave out right on the jump. And that's something that Ami, a skilled competitor like her, would not be doing. That's something she would not let happen unless it was because she was on a compromised leg. I can guarantee you that right now. There's a senton from the top rope. That could be it. 1, 2, no! I told you. Ami will not give up unless she stops breathing, but with one bad leg, I don't know how much more she can do. Kick to that leg again, and now super kick. I don't know how much more Ami has left. I honestly can tell you that right now. Off the ropes, but you see she can barely even run on the ropes now. Ami is compromising again to that leg. Ami now in trouble, but gets an uppercut in. That might be all she can do. It's just some strikes. She might just have to hope to knock her out the traditional way. You see her using her right leg to kick, trying to use that left leg a little bit, but not as much as she would. As you see here, she's just trying to knock her out with these strikes. That might be all she's got left. Because she damn sure doesn't have the use of her left leg anymore. She's trying, but you can see her struggle with every springboard, with every strike. Is she going for this again? Can she get the run up for it? Yes, she does! And now Ami might be setting up the KYS, but can she hit it with that one bad leg? Can she do it? Marie starting to stir. Ami trying to it. No! Marie got out of the way. Marie going for her signature submission. Hold on, she's got it locked in. She has got it locked in, but Ami quickly. I don't think she was in it for more than 6 seconds or so. Understanding that if she was in that any longer, this match would be over. This has been perhaps Marie's best match to date here in this contest, and showing why she is the Solar Star champion. Whether you like her or not, this has been an excellent strategy by Marie this entire matchup. And Ami has to understand that as well, has to respect it. Senton, no. Ami now from behind with the strikes. Oh, elbow and a clothesline. And Ami once again running to the ropes to try and get herself back up. Marie now again went for a lariat. Doesn't connect. Ami now went for another lariat. It looks like Amy's just baiting her in at this point. That might be all she can do, is just try to bait her in, try to catch her while she's slipping. Ami, went for KYS again, doesn't connect. Ami now in trouble. Marie went for a knee, and there's the KYS, but Ami collapsed afterward. Ami just collapsed. Her legs gave out, and Ami just is down. Ami is collapsed. Look at that. Ami can't even stand up anymore. That's it. That could have been the 3 count, but Ami, what's Ami doing now? Ami she rolled under the ring for a minute, from what I can see from my vantage point. Ami, she's coming back up now. Oh, wait a minute. She's got that mask. That's the same. Wait a minute. Reiko. That's the same thing that Ami did at High Tides with Akira. But Reiko, I don't think Reiko gives a damn. And this match has been called off, but I don't think that's the story here. I think the story here is that, is this the real Ami, or I guess it is, because there's still the tattoos. But I don't think Reiko believes it is. I think Reiko believes this is the other Ami, and she just came out to get her pound of revenge, because if you remember, that other Ami has attacked Reiko for weeks. And Reiko, I think she's just blinded by rage and revenge right now. She doesn't know that that's actually Ami right there. Uh-oh. Reiko, sunrise suplex. I think this is actually Ami this time, and Reiko's got it wrong here. And Reiko going for the angel dive on the Ami. Wait a minute. The lights are out. The lights are out here. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God. That's Kinsey Cray. That's Kinsey Cray of God's Song, and she is attacking Reiko. But to be fair, Reiko dove at her first, so this is self-defense right here. Like I said, I think Reiko has just been so blinded by anger and frustration these last several weeks. And she's taking it out on the wrong person, because I can guarantee you, Kinsey Cray is not the woman to mess with. And I'm not talking about Victoria here. Kinsey is a dangerous, dangerous woman. Super kick. And another one. Reiko fighting for her life right now. This situation has gotten completely out of control. And now, Reiko up top. Kinsey starting to stir. Where the hell did Ami go? That's my question. Oh no. And Kinsey drops her. Kinsey Cray just dropped Reiko Hinamoto. Oh no. And Kinsey's not done. Kinsey is not done. And just slaps her down with the flatliner. Gory flatliner. And Kinsey obviously is going to get somewhat of a favorable reaction. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the other woman that's had an issue in this whole thing. The Zero Fighter, the Zero Fighter's gonna get some help with the strongest in the world, Sakura Hagiwara, and Kenzie is leaving. Out of everyone, Sakura's been the one that's not been harmed at all in this situation.
Welcome to my